Hello, we're live. This is Driving with John. Guys, I know I was just live a little while ago on the news channel, but this isn't about news. This is about goofing around, having some fun, as I like to do. So thank you for joining me. As you come in, make sure you read that pinned comment. Let me know in the comment section if you're a trucker or if you work in the trucking industry, and if you're not. I would really appreciate it. There's a reason why I'm asking. You'll see by the end of the show. But we're going to bring them in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk. We're going to goof around. And we're going to answer your comments as long as they're real. I mean, if you're a bot, don't bother. We don't do bots here. But we do like have a lot of fun. So first I'm going to bring on the guy that we all know and love. His name is the Boss Man. How you doing, Boss Man?
Howdy ho, guys. Howdy ho. Go from news to cutting loose. Love
And
it, love it, love it.
I'd just like to say congratulations on hitting 100 subscribers today. I think that's awesome.
Thank
You
you.
deserve to be at 1,000,000, and you will be soon.
Even though you were slick about it.
All right. Next coming onto the stage is the Grumpy Trucker. Hey, Grumpy, what you doing, man?
This sucks. I should go get on another channel. Oh, that's right. I don't have any other channels to get on. Guess I'll have to stay here.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
So 7Cs wants to know what we're talking about. We're talking about anything y'all want to talk about. We're going to goof around. We're going to have some fun. We're going to joke around. We just did like a real serious live where we were really focused, and now we're just going to let loose and have some fun. So this is what happens when truckers have too much time and they're not driving. They go live on social media and just make a fool of themselves. That's what we're doing today. So that's 7Cs right there.
We're doing some really weird stuff up here in New York. So let's say that once I'm done, I'm gonna have a lot of empty boxes. So load them comments up with so much stuff. I'm gonna need them boxes. Let's go, people. I got boxes to fill.
All right. Well, I pinned a comment at the top of the top of the chat there for everybody, and that's on my channel. I don't think it's on every channel, but it is on my channel. Basically, if you're a trucker or you work in the trucking industry, make sure that you let me know in the comment section down below. I just want to know who's watching us that actually holds the steering wheel, and who watches us that loads a truck, and who watches us that, is anywhere adjacent to that. Not that anybody else isn't invited, they definitely are. Before we get rolling, I do want to do one thing. I see we got 30 people in here. Make sure you go hit that thumbs up. And also, I'm going to give a shout out to another channel that's not on here as of right this second. But before this show's out, I want you guys to do me a favor. Don't leave and go there and never come back, because we're going to have a lot of fun and you'll miss it. But Bait Trucking is really close to 5,000 subscribers. On this live, I want you to go find Bait Trucking. Somebody will throw this link in the comment section if I can get someone to do that. Go over to Bait Trucking, subscribe. We need to get him to 5,000, because listen, he wanted to hit that by the end of the year, and I'm saying no. I want to hit that by the end of the day. All right, guys, 5,000 subscribers for Bait Trucking by the end of the day. That's the goal. All right, guys. So, I mean, we're just sitting here. I'm sitting in my truck waiting to go get a load. We got the guy below me. He's in a hotel room in an undescript location. And don't worry about any munchkins running around in the background. Don't worry. They're fully employed as truck drivers. And down below him, we have the Grumpy Trucker, which will be hitting the road in a couple of days. So that's what we got
don't
going
let my
on
secret
right
out.
Oh, sorry. He's gonna punch the road. See, I was talking about he's gonna punch the road in a couple of
I'm
days.
going to go fix some potholes here in Oklahoma.
He's gonna make some potholes in Oklahoma. Chef 21.
Are you calling me fat?
Chef 21 says part for $20, y'all. Oh, I just did. Send me $20. I do accept super chats. I do accept Cash App. And since I just did, you now owe me $20, Chef 21. Come on, let's do this.
Silent but deadly.
That's right.
Deadly.
Woo, man, it really stinks up in here. All right. So that was this guy.
One too many ice creams.
There's Fate Trucking right there. He says thanks, John. Guy's an awesome channel. Make sure you go click on his link. There's his link right there. Go click on his link, subscribe to his channel. Let's get that guy to 5 grand by the end of today. That's the goal. And we're going to have a lot of fun. He said I didn't hear it. Okay, well, hang on. Are you listening? All right, where's my $20, dude? Come on now. Come on. Tapper says you're kind of cute. Yeah, my wife thinks so too. See ya. I'm not reading that comment. Yeah, truckers are people too. You're right. Truckers are definitely people too. Nice shirt. Thank you. It's in my merch store if you're interested. Go check it out. I'm not shamelessly plugging myself, but hey, if you're gonna comment about it, I gotta do it. I mean, I also got this hat.
Hey,
right
don't
here.
forget. I was gonna say, don't forget about the hat.
Yeah, I also got a hat, got mugs, got all kinds of good stuff, and soaps and candles. By the way, guys, if you have a wife that likes massages, they have massage candles on there, and I tell you, there are Mrs. Driving with John approved, and your wife will approve them also. But there you go. 7C says, obviously not exact, but what part of the country are y'all currently in? I am on the East Coast, somewhere between Florida and Maine. Bet you that made it real clear, didn't it?
You can't disguise my location. I let it slip earlier, so you know what state I'm in. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. And then we got the grumpy guy down below. I think he's in Texacoma.
No, I'm in Oklahoma. Somewhere in Oklahoma.
Somewhere in Oklahoma. I think that's a song, isn't it? Somewhere in Oklahoma. I think so.
Maybe. I know. Just real quick. I know you're putting chats, but or comments, but I'm not seeing them. What's going on? I'm seeing them as you're putting them up, but I'm not seeing them where they're supposed to be.
Oh, I don't know.
You broke it. That's what happened. Yeah, it's all your fault.
I have no idea. Some of these people are coming in on Facebook. Some of them are like, guy that said nice shirt. He's on Facebook. He also said truckers are people too. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, you got to learn. You got to learn the StreamYard thing there, because some of them are Facebook comments and some of them are YouTube.
No,
comments,
I can tell what's what, but it's just like my whole area is like.
I missed this one. This one came in right in the middle of everybody dropping Bait Trucking's link that they're gonna go subscribe to. WXYZ. I don't know. You tell me. All right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that wasn't
guys,
John. That wasn't John Fate. That was me while he was talking. So it came up on all three of our channels. But I see where Fate put his own right behind it. So
yeah. And guys, anybody that is a YouTube channel or a Facebook group or a Facebook page, and you want to promote your stuff in here, if you are a moderator, you can feel free to do that. If you're not a moderator, let us know, and I'll see if I can get a moderator to drop it. To become a moderator, you basically have to send me about $1 million. So if you send me $1 million, I will make you a moderator today.
Your price went down, John. Your price went down, dude.
Well,
somebody wanted to be a moderator because he owes you $2 billion.
Well, yeah, you got to pay it first. But it used to be $1 billion, but now it's $1 million to be a moderator. So either that or leave me great comments that I can have some fun with. So
there you go. That's cheaper than anything. So there you go.
Oh my goodness, my wife just sent a message. All right, so I just want to point out, guys, we are all three truckers. We're on social media. We like to goof around, have fun. We like to be serious, but we're all three married. And so if you want to do something and say something on here that contradictory of that, just be prepared. I'm going to mock the heck out of you. Just so you know that right up front. So, all right. So we just got out of a news story where the guy down below me here, Boss Man, hit 100 subscribers. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Hey, it's a milestone. Many more to come.
Many more to come. That's right. Sky's the limit. And down below, we got the Grumpy Trucker. He's somewhere around 60 subscribers right now. He is what I refer to as the pit bull of YouTube. He's on everybody's channel, on everybody's live. He's commenting everywhere. So make sure you follow the pit bull of trucking, because if you don't, then you must not like trucking or something. I don't know what your problem is. So that's the grumpy trucker. He's at the bottom down there. So, oh, guys. So what's new? What's new? What's new? You guys, we got a guy that's been driving since the beginning of time. We got a guy that's been older than dirt, and then we got the funny guy. So what are we going to talk about in here?
How the fun guy likes to cut apart everybody else in terms of how old they are, how long they've been driving. Gee, there's a lot to choose from.
Oh.
How about teasing an up and coming change? How do I go about doing this?
Uh-oh.
Changes coming soon to a channel near you.
Guys,
How do I word it?
I will not talk about things in the comment section that get me demonetized. So
Oh, I'm
if
not
you
even paying
if,
attention to that. Oops,
if you
yeah.
put something in there that is not YouTube friendly, I might leave it in there, but I'm not going to say it. So don't feel offended if you made a comment recently and I'm not reading that comment. It's no offense to the person you're referring to or the people that you're referring to, but I'm not reading that comment because I really, 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 honestly, like being
Advertiser
monetized.
friendly,
So,
John. Advertiser
yes,
friendly. Some things
yes.
people are putting in comments, and not only your channel, but on my Facebook groups too, do the same thing. They
Yeah,
don't realize people actually look at this stuff and make judgments.
yep.
We respect your right to say it. We admire the fact that we provide platforms where you can do that, but realize there's some advertisers that don't let us do that. So, fence line, my friend, fence line.
So I brought you guys on here and I wanted to talk about Truckers Gone Wild for a reason. Now, you know who Fate Trucking is, the guy I started out with that's on his way to his goal. He made a short recently about how trash the truck stop was. Now, as a trucker, I just want to know how many of us have thrown our Gatorade bottles full of non-Gatorade and our bags full of poo on the parking lot. Have you ever done that? I've never done that.
I've never done that either. Been plenty of trash cans to put it in. If the trash can's full and I don't see any other ones that are available, I will be nice and at least place it beside it in a trash bag.
Oh, you're
I'm not
that
going to be
guy.
just
You're
no.
that guy.
Sometimes it has to be, but at least I put it beside it because a lot of them they'll just throw it anywhere. I don't do that. I put it at least there so that way whenever they do collect trash, they're able to pick it all up right there next to the trash can or whatever. I mean, as we know, the trash cans get full very quick, and they don't get out there quick enough to get them cleaned out. So yeah.
Hey, to over 100 people that are in here right now, if you're a truck driver or a truck driver adjacent, put it in the comment section. If you want to know anything about trucking, we've got Mr. Experiences down below and the goopy guy that will give you a funny answer right here. So feel free to comment down below. What were you gonna say, boss man?
I was going to say, I got a couple of videos on my channel on that trucking talking about that very problem. There was one day I was actually getting ready to leave from the pilot in Neota, Tennessee, and happened to film, and the video actually went pretty good too. There's a lot of views on it. Filmed a guy that had just pulled out. I didn't get his truck because I didn't feel it was right. I should have, thinking back. But he put a dang trash bag right in the middle. He ran over the darn thing, and I picked it up on camera and then panned from the floor where the trash man was sitting there, or the trash bag was sitting, and literally 50 feet away was a damn dumpster right there. It was 50 feet away. All dude had to do was just walk right on over there and put it away.
I got to
You
put a
know,
disclaimer in here, guys. If you see a trash bag in the middle of a trucking parking lot, just be
50
careful about
feet
touching
away.
it without gloves because you
Yeah.
never know what's in that trash bag. I'm just saying.
Well,
Exactly.
I didn't. You know those dudes that the porters, they come around with the little sticks that they got the thing and a grabber on it. You
Yep.
know, he got it, and that's what kind of set me wise to it. So a guy parked right next to me, dude. Like, do you treat your house that way? That is freaking just super disrespectful.
Well, I can be. Let's be honest, guys. Okay. You get a guy in a truck by himself for weeks or months at a time. Most guys aren't the cleanest people in the world. But what you do inside of your truck and what you do outside of your truck are two different things. Because when other people have to deal with your garbage, that's a problem. But what you do
Have you
inside your
seen,
truck,
John?
dude, I've seen the
Have
inside
you?
of some of these guys' trucks, man. Oof, not good.
Yeah, John. Have you seen? There's a film circulating around. It's quite a common short. I'm surprised if you haven't seen it. I'm going to call you weird. But there's this dude. I swear to God, he walks up to a yellow truck. They open the passenger door, and dude stuff. You remember, Frank, that Christmas time meme that took off like crazy?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Everybody thought that picture was nasty. Well, this yellow truck kind of reminded me of that picture because dude's floor was all full of nasty stuff. A big old pot, a big old freaking, I don't know what was behind it, but it was full of something liquid. And dude was just sitting there in the video going, oh my God, I can't believe it. The comments were all nasty. How people can live like that?
Well,
I do not get
I'll
that.
be honest with you. I used to actually go out and recover big rigs, and a lot of them that I recovered, I didn't even get in. I mean,
No.
you almost had to put a hazmat suit on just to be able to get in the blooming thing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my
Yeah.
son and I one time we had to recover a truck. He was out on the road with me, and we were in Kansas, I think, and they flew us to North Carolina to recover a truck. And we get there, and the guy had obviously left in a hurry, and the truck was nasty inside. I'll just put it this way: it was really bad inside, and we had to drive back to Kansas, which was not fun. But he left, like TVs, he left CDs, he left DVDs, he left some clothes, some dirty
Oh, I
clothes.
remember the story.
Yeah, he left some dirty clothes. Needless to say, my son inherited a TV from that truck. I'm just saying. And then going through customs was a lot of fun with that TV, by the way. Yeah, guys, what you do inside your truck, I don't care. It's the same. I have the same policy with life. If you do what you do behind your closed doors, I got nothing to do with. Whether I approve or not doesn't matter. But if the general public's got to deal with you, then that's a big problem. So.
Let's take an unrelated poll. Just I'm curious.
Oh, Brandy, I think it's Brandy, right? Yeah, Brandy says that they're a retired trucker. I don't want to say the wrong gender there, so I'll say they're a retired trucker because you never know these days. So, well, hey, welcome aboard, driver. Tell us a story, tell us a joke, whatever you want to do.
Let's take an uninitiated poll. All right, just for the sake of argument, take anybody in the audience. Put down if you have ever personally seen or been involved in abandoning a truck. That seems to be an oncoming trend. That seems to be seen more and more in the industry nowadays. People are just abandoning trucks and they're leaving them like we're talking about. I'd like to know if you've either seen it or done it yourself. Don't confess to it, but just
don't confess. You just literally.
You
literally said, "Tell me if you've ever done it," and then you said, "Don't confess." You basically
I don't want to get somebody.
Confess.
I don't want to get somebody in trouble. Okay, I'm trying to be politically correct about it. But come on, how many of us have really gotten that mad at our bosses that we've thought about it, but then not done it? I mean, that's a different thing. But I mean, it's freaking crazy.
Well,
if people are doing it, it's crazy. It's stupid.
Here's the thing, and most people don't know this about trucking. If you're not in the trucking industry, you wouldn't know this. But if you leave your truck abandoned somewhere and you just go home, that's abandonment of equipment, and that makes you not hireable by any other company. Like they won't hire you if you abandon your equipment.
That DAC report will go against you and make you literally, like he says, unhireable. It's just crazy.
So Brandy says 18 years of driving, and it was bad when Arrow closed up shop.
Oh, she worked for Arrow. I worked for them. That was my first start whenever I got my foot in the door when I first started trucking.
She talking about the leasing company?
No, Arrow Trucking out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Whenever they were there,
I watched a whole documentary about that. The original owner was like this really great guy, built this company up into a huge monster, great company, very, very, very trucker oriented, very great company. And then I don't know if he died or if he retired and gave it to his son.
He passed away in a plane crash.
Oh, he passed away in a plane crash. Okay, and
Yes.
then his son basically drove it into the ground. It was a sad, sad thing because a lot of truckers really got messed
He
over on that deal.
he began aero trucking as a dump truck company. Is how he began it, and then it grew to becoming flatbed, and then he started doing heavy haul, and then he started doing various other things. Large hauls and big size loads and all that, oversized. And then he, when I got in there, he had just more or less started doing the van division, which most of the van division pretty much had, pretty much the same thing they could haul. They're like coils and all that kind of stuff. Except for it had to be put inside somewhere where it wouldn't get wet. So instead of him investing in Conestogas, he just went ahead and invested in van. So we were known as the watermelons going down the highway because of our colors and everything. So we were known as watermelons.
Watermelon. Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
If you're just checking into our stream from the vertical feed, guys, thank you for coming in. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're at. If you're a truck driver, if you're truck driver adjacent, or if you hate truck drivers. I don't care. I'm good with every comment. Put it down below. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure that you do hit that thumbs up button. Where's it at? It's thumbs up. Do it. Do it. Oh, it's not working right now. Sorry. Oh well. I do appreciate it. We got TJ Bull of the Woods in the house. How you doing, TJ? Welcome aboard. You want to say? I'm pretty sure you're a trucker. I've seen you in other trucking chats. So drop a comment. Let me know that you're a trucker. Anything you want to talk about? Let us know. Noah said. Well, Percy said hello, and now he says I love truck drivers. Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, truck drivers are awesome. I mean, I'm not saying that we're like heroes or anything like that, but man, I tell you what, there is no better feeling than sitting behind a 80,000-pound vehicle going down the highway. Just saying. I don't know.
Without trucks, you get it yourself.
Let me ask you guys a question. Since Noah said that, as truck drivers, like I understand we do this for money to provide for our family, but if our family was totally stable and providing wasn't a factor, would you still drive a truck?
I would.
You would?
I
You
love
know
doing
what?
it. Yeah.
The grumpy trucker. Okay. How about you, boss man?
I don't do it now for money. So I don't even know how to answer that question. I mean, right now I do it. I'm serious. I don't do it for the money because the money is not the greatest thing about this industry. To me, the
All right.
greatest thing about the industry is the experience of getting places and doing different things. Every day is different. Money sucks. I'll be honest with you.
I love comments that aren't always nice, so we're gonna go ahead and do this one. So Ashley says, "Shut up." Awkward silence. Over. Okay, we shut up for a little while. Have a nice day. All right. Noah, I really appreciate the work of the truck drivers. Well, thank you. We appreciate that you do that.
That's
What?
trick drivers. We're trick drivers. We do tricks.
Well,
We
sometimes
jump
some
through
of us are.
hoops. Jump through hoops.
Hey, he
Pinch
obviously
a fish
watches
every
my
now and then.
he obviously watches my shorts because he knows my shorts have a lot of trick drivers in them. So, TJ Bull of the Woods says
Look,
semi-retired truck driver, more of a leisure. So in other words, he's not doing it for money either. So that is
look,
exactly how it is. So
look, but big man up there. I'm going to give you credit. Okay, you do make some good videos. You do have great content. I recommend everybody subscribe to your channel. But trust me, I have not seen your shorts and don't ever want to see your shorts. Your videos I like, but I don't want to see your shorts.
too late.
He didn't pay attention to what was going on there.
All right. Brandy says yes. I'm guessing that she do it without money or he. Sorry, I don't know.
Boom.
Eric777 says, I hope that they don't try to replace you guys with self-driving cars. Well, that would be a feat to replace truck drivers with self-driving cars. That would be a very hard feat. Those cars must be hauling some weight behind them. I'm just saying. No, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So, cars or trucks.
Dude,
Why is this thing not working right? There we go.
dude, look
What?
down below. backstage, Dopey.
Oh.
Boom.
Well, the name tag on the thumb thing says dumb. On the thumbnail says dumb. So hey, there you go. I'll get you whoever's in
This
there
sucks.
in there in a minute. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in now. Oh, look who it is! Look who it is! It's the legend, the man, the guy that's gonna be at 5,000 subscribers by the end of the day. Bay Trucking. How you doing, man?
That is a great intro. You got to say, though, that I'm 5'11", 175 pounds, right wing, number 16. So you kind of screwed it up.
And he's a scrapper. All right. Deadman48 says, younger me, not a chance, and heck, older me, I'm not sure I could stop driving. Yeah, I can relate with that.
That's why I joined real quick.
Okay.
Because the way you the way you set that question up, like I started driving truck before I even had a family, but it was because I was failing out of college. So it's not like if I could do it over again, I would tell my 19-year-old self, 20-year-old self to stop partying every night and finish school.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Would your 18, 19-year-old self listen to you?
No, because I didn't listen to my dad.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I'm going to add a little to that. The factor of it is everything happens for a reason. But there's a reason why that happened back then.
Oh, I agree.
Okay,
fine.
fine.
That was way too deep, man. You just lost me. I almost fell asleep while you were talking. No joke. Eric777 says trucks. We know what you meant, man. We know what you meant. We just like having fun. Little Prince
I must be
says,
the only one making money.
Ohio. I don't know what that means. Eric77 says, laughing emoji. Lizard's Life says, I'm stranded, please help. No. Guys, if you're going to throw a Cash App up on the screen, throw mine up there. I don't know about you, Lizard's Life. We get that at every truck stop we go to. I'm stranded. Can you just give me a couple of bucks?
Yeah.
Did you just
I've
say
been
his
down
name?
that road a few times.
Did you just say his name is Loser in Life?
No, Lizard's Life.
Oh.
It's a troll account. It's I'm stranded, please help, and it has a actually the money thing has a name behind it, so he should probably be very careful because his name may be Lizard Life, but he just put his real name out there. So Eric77 says, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, we know what you mean. Tricks, trucks, you know, we all a little bit of a trick trucker, you know what I mean? So.
Leave it to the grumpy guy down below. He's going to make a mess out of that.
Noah says, I'm 22 years old, a very young boy. Yes, you are a very young boy at 22 years old, but old enough to serve your country and drive a truck. So.
Yeah.
And drink a beer.
Well, I was going to leave that one off, but yeah, you can do that too. So.
Amen to that, eh?
I don't prefer that you do the 3 all at the same time though. That would be a bad thing. So.
It would be very bad.
So, Bay Trucking. So, what is your subscriber count last time you looked? I'm just curious because I think you're like 50 away, right, or less now.
You know what? I didn't look this morning. Or I looked this morning and I was I don't know 48 away, something like that.
Okay.
I've been driving all day, so I haven't looked.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Well, actually, you can't see it. It just says 4.95. So it doesn't tell you until you turn over that next number. So
I was just looking at that. Yeah, we can't tell.
5,000 is a big number, guys. That's a big deal on YouTube. Just like 100, just like 1,000, 5,000, 20,000, 50,000. Those are all really big numbers.
137,000.
Yeah, we don't know anybody like that. So.
Yeah, we don't. We don't. We don't know any guys that'll take over a man's stream and push two subscribers.
No, no,
We don't
no.
know
We don't
anybody
know
like
anybody like that.
Did you see that, bait? I kicked him out of his own stream and took over.
That's why I
Did
said
you
that, 'cause he
really?
was gone by then.
See,
Huh?
see these two up above here,
Yeah,
you know, they can do some really fancy things. Like one takes over a Facebook account by accident, didn't even realize it. And this one over here, he takes over there, I should say, up in that corner, he takes over StreamYards. So, you know, it is what it is.
I'm the one that tips one back occasionally, Frank. What's your problem? You can't point
Huh?
nowhere.
I
Noah
know, I
says,
just, you know.
Noah says, for sure you drive a truck. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing that he just said that. It must be about somebody else, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you saying I look like a truck driver? I don't know. I don't know. Kenneth says, hi there. I've been driving since 1990. Still love it. All right. Awesome, Kenneth. Welcome aboard. Make sure that you do subscribe and follow Truckin' City Media, Grumpy Trucker, and Pay Trucking down below. Truckers need to stick together, guys. We don't have the old where we can go into the truck stop and sit around and talk. Social media is our new truck stop. So
YouTube
Well, we can-
is the
we
new
can-
TV radio.
what are
We
we
can
saying,
go
Pate?
in trucks. I was gonna say we can go in truck stops and talk. They just won't understand what we're saying.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, we're not going there. I get what you're throwing down though, for sure.
Yeah.
Can y'all tell my cousin?
Kick rocks.
No, that is a loser. I'm not doing that, dude. That's not.
We're
nice.
getting funny with people. We're not insulting. Look, this
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
Rod. Look, dude. Look. If you're in the comments, dude's name is Driving with John, not Rodney Dangerfield. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
different
No
That's
respect.
That's
No
a
respect.
different
No
channel.
respect. I'm
No
telling you, no
respect.
respect. All right. Kenneth says
or
thank
Sam
you.
Kinison for that matter.
I don't know what
Oh,
he's
that's
thanking
what-
us for. What
Yeah.
did we do for Kenneth that he's saying thank you? I have no idea.
Probably the laugh. I don't know.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, if I made you smile today, then your day's better. There you go. You're welcome.
There you
All right.
go. There you go.
What's y'all's opinion on companies wanted to move towards automated truckers and AI may replace y'all in the future? All right. Well, we'll go around the round table. We've beat this one to death, but we'll go around the table again because I'm telling you right now, my opinion, it's going to happen eventually, but not in my driving career. We're talking 30 to 50 years out at least. They haven't even figured out how to do it in a car 100% yet. And to do it with an 80,000 pound vehicle is not a thing yet. It's going to come no matter whether we like it or not. It's going to happen, but not yet. So what do you think, boss man?
If it took the company that produced the movie Space Odyssey 2001, how many of y'all remember that movie? It took the production company almost 10 years to create all the CGI and special effects for that darn movie. Now think about it. You have an industry full of millions of truckers and thousands of trucking companies. If one production company is going to take decades to make a movie like that, you're talking about something as simple as automating a truck. We're looking at several decades. Not going to happen. Ain't worried about it.
Hey, TJ of the Woods, I'm going to add you as a moderator.
Dude, that
Yeah,
works.
TJ Bull of the Woods is a good dude.
Yeah, I know. I just added him as a moderator.
Cool.
If I see anybody else in
Welcome
here,
to the club, my friend.
if I see anybody else in here that I know and I can trust, I'll definitely add you. So, Grumpy, what's your take on automated trucks and AI replacing truckers?
I hope I'm retired by then, and then I hope I can't drive no more or even a car because I'm not going to be out there on the road with them. That's how I
Okay.
feel about them. I don't even like
All
them
right.
Teslas.
Hush,
he
you
is-
just upsetted my little boy. Now hush. He loves Tesla.
He is a grumpy trucker. Listen to him down there. All right,
I'm
how about you,
telling you, I
Pate?
just don't.
How about you, Pate? What do you think of automated trucks? Are they going to replace us?
Come on, get over there.
Yeah, eventually. automation will replace everything. It's replaced factory workers. It's replaced fast food places. Yeah, of course. I don't think in my driving career it's going to happen, but
So what?
eventually, yeah.
50 years, you think?
Oh, I'm a truck driver. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know how close they are
Safe
to it. You
answer.
know what I mean?
Safe
Yeah.
answer. Did y'all catch that video? And you mentioned the other day, John, backstage, the video where they're talking about all these industries that have gone automated, and they're putting truckers real close to the next ones in line. You know the video I'm talking about, John. I don't know the title of it, but they were talking about that. It was a short that was put out.
Yeah, I actually reposted it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's why I deferred to
Driving
you
with
because you
John.
probably knew the title of it. I don't remember, but
Yeah,
I was
I don't remember
intrigued
the
by that.
title, but it was intriguing. It was actually, the guy brought up some good points and some. It made sense what he was saying. So not only
Yeah,
because I agreed with him, but
Well,
yeah,
boss
to the
man,
dude. Go ahead, man.
I thought it was funny earlier how you're like, yeah, I saw this short. John, I'm surprised you haven't seen it. I was thinking, man, I'm surprised John hasn't remixed it 3 or 4 times yet.
You just figured out he beat me to the punch. Yeah, he's slick like that. He can take over my channel. He can make it short faster than I can think of it.
I don't think it'll ever happen. That's what Kenneth says. And then he says, no, no, no. And he started doing a crying thing. Kenneth, a friend, what does that say? A friend who
He
does programming for his.
A lot of companies are pushing this.
Yeah, they are. They are pushing
Yo,
it.
yeah.
And it's gonna happen. Like, that's the thing. That nobody out here, if you're being honest, you know it's eventually gonna happen, but not in our lifetime. Like, the technology just isn't there yet, but it will be. Trust me. If they
They're
want it to
looking for
happen, they will make it
not to
happen.
cut you off, John, but they're looking for programmers to that dude's point, and good pointing that out. They're looking for programmers to get this stuff off. But I'll tell you what, it's just like this infrastructure argument. You can't put enough money at the problem fast enough. Same thing with the automation and technology. You can't throw it out fast enough. The resources, the money, all that, we got nothing to worry about. It's way too far in the future, dude. Way too far.
I said yes, sir, for making me laugh. Oh, okay. Wasn't trying to make you laugh, but hey, welcome. Wow, that's terrible. You know what, guys? It's true. Like, let's put it into perspective. As we went through society and we came up with other technologies, it's eliminated jobs. It's happened many, many times in our history as people, and it will continue to happen. And we will evolve and do other things. Not that I think it's a great idea that we all become computer programmers like some people want, but I do believe that the truck driver will eventually be replaced, but he'll find another job that he can do and that he will enjoy. Like,
how come I feel like this is like a real life session of a movie Wall-E?
What's that?
Well, I mean, we're talking about how everything's advancing. Well, in the movie Wall-E, they had all the computers doing everything, and then everybody got fat and lost all their muscle mass and all that because they rode around in these automated chairs. I mean,
well, let's be honest. Where are we at right now as a country? Okay, never mind. Number 5 is alive. I'm just saying, number 5 is alive. All right. So guys, we got like 200 people in here. Make sure that you do go check out Fate Trucking's channel. Hit subscribe. Make sure you check out Trucking City Media, The Grumpy Trucker, and me, Driving with John. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment. Are you a trucker? Are you part of the trucking industry? Or do you hate truckers? Say what you want to say. Put it in the comment section. So, all right, guys.
Go down below and subscribe to everyone's channel. Otherwise, you hate trucking.
Hey, don't steal my line. That's my line. Oh.
Why not? You stole my broadcast, so back at you.
Yeah, but I stole your broadcast to benefit you. So, all right, guys.
Payback was a.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about trucks, okay? And I know I'm picking this conversation for a certain somebody that's on the screen, but I'm not going to say who. You'll know who you are pretty soon here. So, if you were given a choice and money didn't matter, would you pick a newer truck or an older truck, and would you put a lot of chrome on it? Boss man.
No, what chrome? What is chrome going to do for the truck
Makes it
that
purty.
you can't? Purdy, obviously, but what's chrome going to do for the truck that you can't do with that truck any differently without it?
Well, it's not about making money. See, I just said that. Take money out of it. All right, Grumpy Old
Wait,
Trucker, how
and
about you?
wait, before you jump, you just keyed on something point. That chrome on that truck, is it going to make my job experience any different or any better? I said
Yes.
earlier, it's not about the money. For me,
Yes.
it's about the experience.
Yes, it will.
hmm Well, I'm just saying, I don't do it for the money. The money sucks.
It's not
But
about money. But when you look
right,
at your truck and it's all shiny and pretty, it makes you feel good. I'm just saying. All right, go ahead, Grumpy. How about you?
Well, trucks that have all that pretty shiny chrome and lights and all that, yeah, they're beautiful, but you know, it's more so for show than it is anything. So it's kind of like they're showing off because they want attention. That's the way I look at it. I mean, we're not wanting attention unless you're going to be doing truck shows. We're wanting to get out here and make money, and that's not going to make you money. That's going to break you.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you ever watch, like, if you have a personal car, in the past or any time that a car that you really liked a lot, did you wash it and make it look pretty?
Well, washing's one thing, but putting a half a dozen million lights all over the thing and a bunch of shiny chrome, that's another story. I don't do that. I mean, yeah, I like a clean vehicle, don't get me wrong, whether if it's my truck or it's my car, but
All right, pay
that's totally
trucking.
different.
Again, take money out of it. If you could have the prettiest chromed up chicken lighted truck out there, would you do it?
Hell yes.
Yeah, see, I knew it. Now that's an answer no one expected to hear from him, but I already knew the answer that he was going to give. Yeah, I mean, heck, take pride in what you have and have it look pretty. All right. So
Have me lit up like a
um,
Christmas tree.
Well, if you
yeah,
got money to throw out the door for,
He
money
just said
doesn't
money
matter.
doesn't matter.
oh, money doesn't matter. Oh, okay. So you're just one rich trucker that owns a bunch of trucks. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Would y'all rather have a governed big truck or an ungoverned truck? Well, that's a slam dunk.
Duh.
I'll ask everybody, but I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. Boss man,
ungoverned.
Grumpy.
Rip that crap out.
Bait.
Governed.
What?
Wow.
Well, you're outnumbered. There's 3 against 1, so go
All
away.
right.
Um,
You would rather wait. You would rather have a governed truck than an ungoverned truck?
Yeah, what do I care?
Well, just the other day I watched a video of yours, and you had to get 700 and some odd miles in a day and a day and a couple of hours, and you were pushing it.
Yeah,
You don't see where an ungoverned truck would help you in that
70
situation?
miles an hour.
Yeah, you don't see where a government. But if you're governed,
you didn't give it. You didn't say governed speed limit. You just said a governed truck.
Okay, he's got a good point.
okay, governed at 65. No, governed at 65. How's that? Is that better?
I would
You're
prefer
trying
to
to
have
speak.
I would prefer to have a non-governed truck if it was governed at 65.
There you
But
go. There you go.
I typically only travel 62, 63 miles an hour anyways.
I know
So-
because you're a business owner and it's all about conserving fuel. We all get that. That's a good
John,
thing, not a bad thing. So,
You're good at
what?
things like speaking to your guests, but speaking for your audience, no, don't do it. Dude did not say a 65-mile-an-hour governed truck. He simply asked ungoverned or
I know.
governed.
I was just curious if I could get him to
Shame on
change his
you.
answer. No, I just figured I'd get him to change his answer. All right,
You're
Kenneth
baiting it.
says, I would buy an old one and put lots of chrome on it and lights. That's right, Kenneth. If it's not about money, that's what you do. If it's about money, let's be honest, you're not going to do that because that doesn't make you any money. But here's a good question. Brandon says, y'all like when people ask you to honk. All right, boss man,
Hell yeah.
paid trucking.
He went dark. Scott, you
All
like
right.
when people ask you to honk? Yeah, you
All
must
right,
lost signal.
Grumpy, we'll go to you.
I believe that's that cord that dangles around either by the door or in front of you. Yeah, I love pushing or pulling that cord and making noise.
Yep.
I'll even
I'll
do it
tell
when
you-
I'm going through tunnels and under bridges.
Oh, you're one of those guys. Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like my day, I could be having the worst day.
Can you all
in the-
hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah,
There
we
you
do
are.
Now he
now.
can, yeah. Well, now he just got bumped.
He went
Oh.
bye-bye.
Oh, you got dumped out. You could have the worst day ever, and you look over and you see a little kid doing this. You know,
Oh,
and
especially.
you have to do it. I'm just saying, it
Yeah.
brings a smile to my face. It makes me feel good. It makes the kid happy.
Yes.
It brings back
Very
childhood
bad.
memories of when I used to do that. I wish more people would do that, to be honest with you.
Yes.
So, by the way, everybody around me is probably annoyed right now.
No.
Especially
Thanks
if they're
back.
Am I
sleeping.
back?
Yes, you are. We can hear you, buddy.
Oh, there you go.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
So do you like when
Yeah.
people have you hit your horn, like little kids doing the little horn thing?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only one that
Yeah,
had that.
I do, because I did it as a kid. I did it on road trips with my family. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, I ain't gonna speak for everybody else. There you go. There you go.
I heard it.
I won't speak for everybody else here, but I speak for myself. It will make a bad day better every single time. Makes me
It
smile
does.
every single time. So I wish more people would do it, honestly. So,
Yeah.
but do you guys mess with each other on the radio?
We don't have to go to the radio. We can
Think
do
you
it
mean
right
CB.
here. And we can show you.
Breaker 19. This is Driving with John. I'm on the internet. I don't need to mess with you on here. I can go on here. Ha! All right. I do jump on the CB now and then and chit chat, but not very often. I'm more of a listener than I am a talker, unless there's something important to be said. So,
Yeah.
how about you guys? You use CB a lot?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I used to use it a lot. I still keep mine in my truck, and I usually keep it on, but I turn it down to where it's not, too bad to hear unless I know that something's going on, and then I'll turn the volume up. But so many don't use them anymore. And if they do, they're just sitting there going blah, 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 about
I
stuff
was
you don't
going to
even
say,
care about.
nowadays, CB is more a utility that you should never do without. Dude, if you're going to be a trucker, buy a CB. Certainly.
I wish the
But not-
FCC would have never dropped the factor of having to have a license to run it on the CB, because that was absolutely one of the worst mistakes they ever did.
How about you,
Well,
Pate? You got a CB? You use it a lot?
In bad weather, bad traffic. Other than that, no, I don't use it.
Well, here, you know what? Let's. This is taking a gamble because truckers say some crazy things on the CB, but let's see what we can get here. Breaker 19. Can I get a radio check, please? Well, haha, look at that.
Uh,
How you doing, driver? Keep the rubber side down, brother. There you go, guys. You got a real live CB conversation on live. There you go. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Could you guys hear it?
Live and in person. Brought to you by Driving with John. Yeah, we heard every second of that, man. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, that is strange because normally I get on there and do radio checks and it's dead silence. I did
Yeah.
that because I was going to prove to you guys that nobody uses CB. Look who's wrong today. Huh?
Flat on your face. Yeah.
The funny part is that guy has no idea. He was just on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
So-
stray across your channel one day and he was like, oh my God, do I sound that way?
So, do you guys have CB handles? Since we're talking about CBs, let's talk about CB handles. Boss man, you got one?
Oh, you're really making this interesting. My original channel name before it became Dice Trucking was based on my CB handle, Deviator.
Deviator, okay. How about you, Grumpy?
Hubby.
Grumpy?
No,
No, Tubby.
Tubby?
Yes.
Like Teletubbies? Tubby?
Wait a minute now. Yes, but there was only one
That's
truck
where they
driver I
came
allowed to
from.
call me that. There was one lady truck driver. She said, "I'm the only one allowed to call you Teletubby," and she meant it too.
Okay, well.
So
Oh, that's where they came from.
So how about you, Pate? You got a CB handle?
No, I'm a normal human being.
You don't have a CB handle at all?
No.
Huh.
come
No
on.
one
knew
ever
that.
gave you one.
You're not going to claim to be somebody like Love Machine.
Oh no!
Nope. No CB handle here.
No one
Okay.
ever gave you one.
All right, guys, we're gonna come up with a CB handle for Pate Trucking.
Yeah,
All right.
we have to.
All right. I know
We're
what he
gonna-
likes to do
we're
when
gonna-
he's not driving a truck, so it has something to do with fishing. So what are we gonna call
We're
him?
gonna we're gonna have to take a raffle on this one and bring him on another live and officially give it to him.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Guys, Pate Trucking needs a CB handle. Put it in the comment section down below. Let's see what you can come up with. Be inventive and make it good. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, you better go subscribe so you know what kind of CB
But
handle
to be a
he should have.
legit CB handle, I know this sounds terrible. To be a legit CB handle, it's supposed to be given to you by another truck driver. So I know we have plenty of drivers on here. Come on now, drivers, slap it
Yeah.
up there. We got to give Fate a CB handle. He's been
Well,
driving for just a little bit longer than I have, and has never had a CB handle. He needs one bad.
I'll be honest, guys. I've never had anybody give me a CB handle. I have my own that I made up on my own. So.
Oh, that's not right. No, mine was given to me by my first trainer. Actually, it was Tubby Wubby, but we took the Wubby away.
Breaker 19,
They did.
Tubby Wubby was a bear. Tubby Wubby had no hair. All right. So, all right. so put it in the comment section down below any CB handles that you think Pate or myself should have. So I had another driver that suggested. Well, he's not really a driver anymore. He's a retired driver at this point. But I used to do a lot of like tiger type content on my channel. So he called me Tiger Daddy. I don't know, but
Hey, that fits.
yeah. I don't really do a lot of tiger content anymore, but Cowboy SJ, if you're out there watching, dude, make sure you comment down below because you know I'm talking about you.
Hey, I got one.
What?
Mine's Tubby. We can call you Tubby.
Call me what?
You cut out. We didn't hear you.
Yeah,
last
it must have been really funny because he laughed really hard afterwards, but nobody knows what he said.
Yeah, Mr. Laughing Gas over here. Come on. What was it now?
I said mine is Tubby, and since you do a lot of YouTube content, yours can be, I said that wrong. Mine is Tubby, and since you're so famous with the YouTube, we can call you Tubi.
Tubi?
Yeah, Tubi.
There's actually nothing wrong with that, fool.
I didn't say it, but it was funny.
Just as funny as the signal you're trying to broadcast on.
Yeah, your signal sucks right now.
I
All right,
know,
so
I'm sorry.
Kenneth says, sorry, I have to go. Y'all stay safe. Stay safe out there, Kenneth. I appreciate you coming in.
Hang on, I'm
Parse?
going to fix my signal.
Okay, no problem. Parse says, guy top right has to tell us a trucking story, Tubby Wubby. Top right.
You talking about this guy?
No, I think he's talking about that guy right there.
You want
What?
you want a trucking story? All you got to do is go to World of Trucking. You can find all kinds right there. Shameless plug.
Now, this person knows you. They said boss man. So yeah, boss man. They want to hear a boss man trucking story. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the floor for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Tell us the best trucking story you can think of, and if you don't have one, make one up. Darn it.
The only trucking story I got is how I learned how to stay out of trouble in New York City, and that was me getting trained by a 20-year veteran of New York City's finest streets with a 53-foot semi truck. He was trying to show me what to look for. And in this case, and I don't need a minute to tell you all, he showed me perfectly fine by topping off a 53-foot trailer under the LIRR going around a turn in Queens. And thankfully he didn't total it, but he certainly opened the can about 2 feet and did some pretty significant damage. I was like, man, that's a great way to show me what not to do. But thank you. I appreciate that. In all seriousness, no, the guy was a 20-year vet. He did know his stuff, but unfortunately he was told by somebody to make a turn because we had construction, and it wound up being one he misjudged. And unfortunately, beep, took off the top of the trailer.
Well, I will say my best
That had
trucking
nothing
story.
to do with Tubby Wubby, but okay.
Well, I don't have any story for you, old man. I'm sorry, I can't relate to Tubby Wubby, but
That's
that's
the question the guy had for you.
No, the man asked for a story. That's it. It has nothing to do with
Yeah,
Tubby Wubby.
Naughty said,
He specified boss man. He said guy in the top right corner, which was boss man at the time.
Right.
Tell a trucking story, Tubby Wubby. Boss man. In other words, they want boss man to tell a story. So, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell a story, but I'm going to tell one first, okay? So if we're going to tell trucking stories, and I do tell trucking stories on here as a entertainment value thing, but this one really happened to me personally. I've actually told it, but it was a couple years ago on YouTube, so most people have never heard it at this point. So when I was new into trucking, I was probably only driving for about 6 months, 8 months. I was going to I-70, heading towards I think I was heading towards Kansas City, but I was still in Missouri. And I'm going down. I'm in the granny lane, and there's a truck in front of me in the granny lane, and there's a truck behind me in the granny lane, and then there's a guy in the hammer lane coming by us. About that time, a white pickup truck, all jacked up, country bumpkin looking, the kind I would have drove when I was a kid, came flying up off an entrance ramp, and I couldn't do anything because I had a guy next to me, I had a guy in front of me, a guy behind me. So I just maintained course because that's actually the rules. You're not supposed to jeopardize everybody else to let one guy on the highway. It's his job to get on. So I didn't get over. I couldn't get over. I had someone next to me. So I kept driving. Well, this guy got behind me, passed over here on the hammer lane. The guy that was in the hammer lane was now in front of me next to the other truck. He pulls over in front of me and hits his brakes and starts swerving, trying to stop me from continuing, pretty much. Got me down to about 10, 15 miles an hour on the highway. Well, the trucks in front of me saw what was going on. They slowed down. The truck behind me saw what was going on. He slowed down. Another truck came up and he boxed the guy in. Okay, he got the guy basically boxed in between the two in front, the one on the side, me, and then the guy behind me. This guy had nowhere to go, and we drove at 20 miles an hour with this pickup truck that was road raging really bad, bouncing around, like trying to figure out a way. He tried to go to the side of the road, and the truck would swerve over, and he was just trying to figure out how to get out of this hole he put himself in, and that went on for probably a good 5 or 10 miles just to teach the guy a lesson. Now, I didn't have a CB at the time. I was brand new. I didn't even know what was going on. But it was the day I realized the trucking brotherhood is alive. And when you screw with one of us, you screw with all of us. So that's my trucking story. And that's a true story, by the way. So
who remembers the scene where they boxed in the cop during the movie Convoy?
Yep.
That's what I just pictured in my head as you were telling that story. That is perfect.
They didn't box him in; they sandwiched him.
Oh,
well,
dude,
I mean, that is perfect trucking justice right there.
The guy was bouncing around. This is how I put it. You ever take a bouncy ball and you're in a small room and you throw it at the floor as hard as you can and it bounces all over the place, just hitting walls? That's what that guy was doing. He was literally in the lane doing this, trying to figure a way out. And for the whole time, you could tell honestly, if I was him, I'd have been super frustrated. But he did screw with the guy that everybody else was, I guess, looking out for at the time. I was new. I had no idea what was going on. I was just like kind of happy that they messed with this guy because he almost killed me. So, all right, Grumpy, how about you? You got a trucker story?
Too many to talk about. I don't know.
Really? Really? You're gonna cop out and say too many talk about? All right, fine. We'll move on. We'll move on. The grumpy old trucker doesn't feel like telling a damn story. All right. All right. So Wally. Hey, Wally. Remember we talked about Wally earlier. Wally's in here. He says, "Hey guys, would you recommend a CDL or a CDLB if I want to be home daily, and goal would be to make 1K a week after taxes?" You could do that either way. Let's be honest. You can run a local job with a day cab and make that easily. I have a buddy that works for UPS. He makes way over that every week, and he's home every single night. So, but
I was
what do you
going to
guys?
say you don't need the difference between an A or B style CDL. I'm sorry, I'm not in frame, but I'm tying my shoes because I just stepped on my laces. But you don't need to differentiate between A or B CDL to make money. You can do either, and you can make probably in a lot of cases better money and still be home daily. It all depends on what you want to do with your trucking life, as it were.
Yeah. Parse says John's lived through a real life action movie. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what? You ever see the movie Truman Show? Sometimes I feel like I'm Truman. I'm just saying. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way?
No. You're
Do you ever
the
watch
one.
the
You're
movie?
the oddball.
You,
Yes, I've
you,
seen that many times.
you,
You're the
Truman,
oddball.
Truman, no, no,
No?
no,
So was your
no.
marriage saved then? They just stuck some woman with you that would advertise? That'd be crazy.
Hey, why else would that beautiful woman be interested in me other if it wasn't a staged thing? I'm just saying, my wife is all that in a box of rocks.
That
So.
that explains a lot. Now we know where
Yeah.
the selling of the merchandise is coming from. All right.
You got to know something, Grumpy. The man's always got a method to his madness whenever he does something.
Who? Truman?
You.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You.
I just live
Yeah.
life. I don't have a method to anything. Umer says, "I'm a trucker. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Go make sure you check out Truckin' City Media and Grumpy Trucker. Subscribe. Join us. Have a good time. I expect to see some comments coming out of you, driver, and let's have a good time. I'm not even going to try to read that name that says Cowboy killed anybody. Nope, never done that. None of us have. So I'll speak for you guys. I'm sure you don't mind. Umer says, power only, not getting JB Hunt or Schneider. Oh, he runs power only. Okay. All right. I've actually never ran power only, but I know a couple of guys that have done that. So you guys have any experience with power only?
Done power only, and then I only got one thing to say. Be careful when it comes to JB Hunt, because I've heard squabbles in the news about they're cutting back big time. So yeah.
Well, he just
Snyder
said
knows
he's not
JB
going to
Hunt.
have anything to do with this is not getting JB Hunt or Schneider.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then smart move. I'm reading small print, but I just want to make sure.
Well, if you're owner op, and it doesn't matter. I mean, the most they're going to do is cut your contract. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
you
well,
that
it would
bad.
really suck to start out thinking you had a job and all of a sudden pink slip next day.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh no, I know a guy that actually went out and bought a truck, got his own authority, paid thousands of dollars to do that because that's what it takes, on a promise from a company that they would give him all the work he could use. After all of that was said and done, he put all that money out. He called them up. He said, "I'm set up. I'm ready to go. Let's do this." They said, "Oh, we're no longer hiring anybody right now." So before you go out on a limb like that, guys, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row and a backup plan ready, because in trucking, things change every second.
Research.
Well, I understand why the guy did it. There's a backstory that I'm not going to make public, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. They are canceling loads for third parties. Oh, I didn't know that. So Schneider and JB Hunt are canceling loads for third parties. Yeah. I mean,
what Omer's referring to is the story I just referenced from JB
Yeah.
Hunt.
Yep.
JB Hunt. And
Well, I
actually,
mean-
that's actually something the industry itself needs to pay attention to, because the FMCSA has recently started cracking down on a lot of the broker fraud that's going on. And that's one of the results, which I think has been a long time coming and needs to happen more often. But the stuff that JB Hunt's going through is exactly what FMCSA is pushing. So say goodbye to all the broker fraud, at least easy ones anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they're their own business, and if they're looking out for their own interest and they're getting rid of subcontractors and third parties in lieu of giving their employees more miles, I could see why they're doing that. Not that it probably sucks for the third parties, but I'm just saying, like, if I owned a company and it was more beneficial for me to cater to my employees than a third party that I'm contracted with, I would cater to my employees too. Now, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's my take on it anyway. So,
Well, not to beat a dead horse on an issue, but it will serve to benefit the industry because think of all those jobs now that are not jobs, but think about all those loads now they're going to have to be covered because they can't do that third party option. The spot market will come back. You remember a couple of weeks ago, you yourself said we're going to see a resurgence. Well,
yeah,
there you have it. That's how it's going to happen right there.
yeah, yep, yep. No, I do believe we're actually on an upswing,
Yes,
even
I am.
though, I mean, it depends on who you talk to, but that's my belief anyway. Umer says, I lease to rent driver, walk away driver, no contract. So I'm guessing that means he leases a truck and there's no contract, so he can walk away anytime he wants. I mean,
Safest way to
I
do it.
well,
It is. It is.
it
It is.
depends.
Safest way to do it.
It depends on how much his lease is, and can he make enough money to cover his overhead? And let's be honest, he wants to make some money. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing this.
Dude,
Most people
money?
anyway.
Yes. If it's a walk away, who cares? As long as you make money to cover your expenses, it's great. You stay in it. If you can't, you walk away. What are you losing? That's what they make them for. You
A
know?
revenue stream. No, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went a different route. I bought a truck, but that didn't benefit
Oh, I
me
know.
very much. So,
I know.
my company not getting JB Hunt or Snyder loads, so they are pretty much in deep poop hole. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. And there's a lot of truckers that are in that right now because, I mean, it's not doing real great out there. So,
Dude, there is more to life than JB Hunt and Schneider. Take the necessary time, look elsewhere.
yeah.
You'll be better for it. You'll be
Well,
better for it.
Here's the thing. We talked about this on one of your lives not too long ago. The
Yeah,
industry is made up. There's like 90% of our industry are mid to small carriers. 10% are the mega carriers.
Yeah.
So if you're basing everything you're doing on 10% of our industry, then you kind of need to expand your horizons. Otherwise, you will end up in a bad place.
Next comment. Don't even put it up.
Yeah, I know. I'm reading it right now. Is that on my channel?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a bot. That's a bot. It's not even worth it.
It is my channel. All right, guys. So, if you feel interested and you want to read it, feel free because I'm not going to delete it. But on my channel, there's a comment down below. We're not going to go into that. So, Parse says, "How long have you guys been trucking for?" All right, let's go down through. Grumpy is not on the screen right now, so I'll tell 23 years ish for him. How about you, boss man?
I've been in 13 years.
13 years. And I've been in the shortest out of us three, even though I look older than all three of us combined. It's going on 7, or I'm actually 7+ years at this point.
You did that on purpose.
What?
You
What
had the guy with the most experience below me, and you're the least experience ahead of me. You got me in a sandwich. You did that on purpose. Just saying.
All right. Umer says $950 weekly rent gross, 9 to 10K net, 3K. Not anymore, guys. Gross is 7K now. Not worth it. I'm leaving next week. Yeah, I get it, guy. And a lot of people are going through that right now. They are walking away from really lucrative jobs. Or they were lucrative a couple of years ago, but now it's a rough time. That's part of the reason I went back to company driving from what I was doing. So,
John,
what do you guys have to say about that?
John, dude, get rid of this guy. He's spam bombing you. So the moderators, take him out. Get rid of him.
Hey, I don't usually do that, guy. Just let me handle it.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't like what he's doing to your channel. It's just not right. But to the point that Omar was making, yeah, if you're going from 10 to 7, I get you, man. I feel you, and we just don't. We try not to look at the negative so much. I mean, that is part and parcel to everybody. Everybody's seeing less, but hang on there, man, because you know what? It's going to get better. It really is.
Actually, you know
Everybody's
what?
suffering.
I'm going to read his next comment.
Okay.
So this guy has been saying all kinds of stuff, but I'm going to read this one. It says, problems always are from the top. Business leaders, politicians, and the poor people suffering. Now, let me ask you a question. I'm not even going to try to say your name. Let me ask you a question. Serious question here. So you blame, okay, politicians I kind of get, but business leaders, people that suffered and worked very hard to build their business up into a very large size, you think they're the problem? I'm just curious. You can answer that in the comment section. So,
Yeah.
Umer says, I'm sorry, guys, didn't mean to offend. How did you
No.
offend us? Wait, how
Yeah,
did he
you didn't
offend
offend
us?
all.
That wasn't
No.
you. That wasn't you we're
No.
talking about. We're talking about another guy.
We're
Are you
talking
on my
about
channel?
self.
Hang on. Yeah, you're on my channel. You can see the comments. Yeah, we're not talking about you.
we're talking about self.
Yeah.
What it looks like to me.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
No, Umar, we weren't talking about you. We were talking about somebody
Yeah.
else in the comments. Yeah.
Umer, you've been more than respectful, and I appreciate that. And you're welcome on my channel anytime. I love that kind of
Seriously.
respect. I
That's
mutual
that's
respect
what
back and forth between truck drivers, 100%.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's exactly what I was saying a minute ago. I mean, to drop from 10 grand to 7, it's industry wide, dude. I mean, don't let it sweat you, man. We'll all get through this. It ain't
all
far
right.
in the future. Well, it ain't far
So
in the
here,
future.
so he responds back, "Hey, self, you know what, guy? I'm gonna let your comments stay on here because now you're actually making comments that I can talk about. Just be careful what you say, because on YouTube, you do get demonetized, and the video will get taken down if you say the wrong words. So, but this one is another comment. It says, "World problems is not America problems. Problem, but American problems is the world's problems." Well, as an American, I will say I tend to actually agree with that. We think very large of ourselves, which we should, because the whole world is kind of based around our economy. Um, but I do believe that as Americans, and this is not a popular opinion, and I don't usually go here, but I'm going to go here for this one comment. I
Mhm.
think Americans need to focus on Americans at this point and get us to a better place before we start worrying about what the rest of the world's doing. Just my
Right?
opinion. So,
I
I agree.
totally agree with that.
Yep.
yeah. Umer says, "Thanks, guys. Oh, no problem, man. Like I said, you've been 100% respectful. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. And your next comment, I'm not going to read. Not that it's disrespectful, but like I said, you can say what you want to say. YouTube doesn't like certain things. That's one of the things YouTube doesn't like. But I encourage everybody to read Umer's next comment. It's a good one."
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I handle that one. Um,
Yes, you did.
the political side of you guys feel more affiliated with red or blue? Um, I'm actually in the purple range, but sometimes I lead. It depends on some things. I'm more in the red, and sometimes I'm more in the blue. I believe that there is place in this country for everybody, but we have to be able to have a real conversation. If you're not willing to have a real conversation, you're part of the problem. You know, that's how real problems get fixed, is by having real conversations, not getting offended and calling each other names. So,
As I always say on my channel, you can be on the sidelines and be part of the problem, or you can get up and be the solution.
yeah, yep. Big Chappa says red. All right. He's drawing a line in the sand. He's red. All right, good. Truth always remains truth. More you talk, it's become more and more clear and clear. Well, okay, if you want to go there, I'm more than happy to go there. The only truth that really matters is biblical truth, because my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is the truth. So take that one, self creation. I know you're not going to like that comment, but hey, I am who I am, and that is clear. And it's becoming more and more clear the more comments you leave. I don't know whether to be offended by this guy or like this guy. I kind of like how he's coming at me a little bit. I'm just saying.
He's confusing.
We'll say the blue guys fund so much money to other countries, and other countries are getting broke. Sorry, just my frustration with the blue side.
Blue guys.
No, it's good. It's good, man. I have no problem with that. Again, I'm okay with either side saying what they want to say. I will choose to read what I think is YouTube friendly. No offense to anybody. So, Mr. Z says, I agree. I agree. No, he didn't go mwahaha. That's an evil one. Jeez.
That's my version. Sorry.
Why Ryan King says, much love, y'all. My dad, oh man, this just jumped big time. My dad does trucking, so I am loving the energy here. Oh, well, thank you. I tell your dad, stay safe out there, driver. You're welcome here anytime, because I consider truckers family, the same as a trucker. You're trucker adjacent. You sacrifice because your father's out on the road, and I get it, and it's rough and it sucks, but because of your support, he can do what he does. So kudos to you.
Yes.
Mr. Z says, what does the Bible say about trucking? Well, actually, the Bible doesn't actually specify trucking, but it does specify how you conduct yourself in a public forum, whether you're at work, play, or on social media, without saying those words exactly. But
Right.
Mr. Z, stay safe out there, man. Big Chapo says, Arkansas is the most underrated state. Well, please elaborate on that. What part of Arkansas is underrated? Now, be careful, because when you talk really good about a state, everybody moves there. So if you want everybody moving there, leave great comments. If you don't, then leave comments that people won't like so they won't move there. I'm just saying, some secrets are better kept secret. Mr. Z says, the truth does your... Oh, okay, you want to go like that? Okay. The truth does your fictional book say about driving a truck? Yes. It doesn't talk about driving a truck, just like it doesn't talk about social media. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean we don't conduct ourselves in a certain way. And Mr. Z, if you want to get in a debate like this with me, I'm telling you, you might want to bring your fictional books with you, because my book is definitely better than yours. Ha! How's that for a pissing match between two people that I don't know? Oh man, I'm getting comments like crazy all of a sudden.
This message is brought to you by Driving with John, the man who reads the Bible better than he drives it.
I've never.
How do you drive a Bible?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Ask Mr. Z. He seems to think it's a fictional. You know, I don't know.
Park says on Monday, God made flatbed trailers and trucks.
There you go.
There you go.
I didn't read that part of the Bible, but hey,
he rested on the seventh day, and then he created everything like that for the day on the eighth day.
Mr. Z says, haha, so for the Bible talks about YouTube chat. Oh, no. YouTube actually doesn't have a problem talking about the Bible. I used to believe they did, but I do it pretty openly on my channel quite often. I make shorts, I make longs, I talk about it all the time, and it's kind of who I am. So, you know, you don't have to believe what I believe, but it's my channel, so if I want to talk about it, I will.
YouTube has a Bible of their own. Have you read the terms of service lately? Just saying.
Yeah. Mr. Z says, dude. Yeah, dude. Edlin? Sorry, I'm horrible with names. Says amen. Umer says, please spread awareness to all the truckers to be nice to each other. Stop arguing and don't be nosy.
Right there with you, brother.
let me elaborate on that. I agree with the be nice to each other thing because honestly, we all can relate to what we do for a living. But as for being nosy, so are you saying I should ignore an obvious safety issue, or I shouldn't make a video about somebody doing something stupid? Because if so, then my channel's probably not for you. I like having fun. I like joking around, and I will point fun at somebody that wants to do something stupid every single time, as these two will tell you.
Yes.
You're protecting your own insecurities, man. I'm projecting my own insecurities. Where's my projector? I didn't want to have that projector out. You guys can see the insecurities behind me? Oh, damn. I thought I was hiding those. Man.
I was gonna say, man, they figured your secret out, man. Game's up. We're done.
Yeah, game's up, definitely. Yeah. I'm so insecure that I get on social media and say stupid crap. Ooh, yeah, it makes me so insecure.
And you bring your friends with you. All
yeah,
right. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah. You know, misery loves company. You know what I mean? Pat says Noah made the truck before he could make the ark. I don't know about that. Diesel engines weren't really a thing, but I get where you're going there. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comment.
Okay. Somebody's getting very chatty. I like that.
All right, so okay, here we go. Says, don't be yes, mister. Scripture rely on only one book. Whatever they say, yes, sir, no, always raise question, how, why. It's very important. Then no answers. No, actually,
you know what I'm reading out of that, John? I'm actually reading it very, very, very uniquely. He's saying always ask questions. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It
Oh no.
Like, don't rely on one source. Always ask questions. God bless you.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions, and there are answers actually in the good book. There definitely are answers.
And I'm gonna be man, and I'm gonna apologize. I misread that guy. I thought he was a bot, and I thought he was dangerous. I'm telling you what.
I'm sorry.
Dude, my apologies. Stop. Yeah, I'm not doing that no more.
He's from another part of the world in which he's got
obviously
trouble with
using a translator. Yeah,
English.
He's not a bot. Yeah.
I don't think he's from another part of the world. I don't know.
That's
Self, where are you from, man? Just put it out here. Where are you from? We want to hear from you, man. I'm sorry I actually blocked your messages earlier. Yeah, you're actually bringing up some good conversation now. So, Parth, so much respect for truckers. You guys make the world go round. Well, I can't say we make the world go round, but we do supply the world with all the needless things that y'all need and want. So, Mr. Z says it's hypocritical to believe in the Bible or imaginary creature while using technology. Is it really? Because
I think you got that backwards.
Well, I did or he did?
No, he did. Mr. Z is saying it's hypocritical to believe in one thing and use technology. No, if you're Mormon, it's backwards.
Actually, hang on a second. So, Mr. Z, I'm trying to figure you out, man, and I love doing this with people. I love going back and forth, but every single person that's ever been created on the face of the earth that's ever lived is a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. These guys are hypocrites. You know why? Because you can't point out somebody else's problem because you have problems. That makes you a hypocrite by definition. So, is it hypocritical that I talk about the Bible and, as you put, imaginary creatures while using technology? No, it's not hypocritical. But what it is you believe something different than me, which you have every right to. And in the end, we'll see who's right. Just saying. My channel, he says. Yeah, it is my channel. It's called Driving with John. See right here in the hat. See? I have a hat that says it, Driving with John. It is my channel, and I can say and do as I please on here. So, and I allow you to come on here and have a good time. And you're welcome anytime, Mr. Z, because I love people that give me a hard time. One thing about me you don't know is debating is my national pastime. So, but I won't insult you and I won't put down what you believe, but I will definitely talk about what I believe. So, actually, Arkansas is terrible. He got my point. Actually, Arkansas is terrible. Please don't move here. There's no reason. It's a state in the it's a state is in the Bible Belt. It's because you have to pray to stay sane and healthy. Big Chapo, I like you. You better subscribe, man. I'm telling you, I want to see you. I want to see you come up here again. He caught what I was throwing down real quick there.
That was good. That was good.
All right, here's Self again. Self, you haven't told us where you're from yet. I want to know, are you from United States? More wealth, more money, more worry, not good. It's sort of sufferings. Better to be content. Money only gives you physical comfort and mental comfort. Actually, I can't disagree with what he's saying there. But money is a necessary thing to live too. So,
Necessary tool. Necessary tool.
you saying your book is better than mine? Well, it's not my book. No, I'm not claiming. Now, I do own one, but it's not my book. So, and my battery's almost dead on my phone here. So let me plug this in real quick. But no, it's just sad. Hey, you
The
know what?
book,
If you want,
by the way, the
if
book,
you want,
by the way,
go ahead.
I was going to say the book, by the way, is not owned by anyone. The book he refers to, the Bible, is one historic account of the life of Jesus Christ. So it cannot be owned by anyone, nor you, not me, not him, not anyone. So
And he says
just
it's sad. You know what? If you want to think that it's sad that I believe what I believe, I can throw it right back at you. Because in the end, if I'm right and you're wrong, it's sad what you believe. I'm just saying. So, but
works both ways.
yep. I only have a critic's no answer. I only have a critic's no answer. Oh, so you don't want to say where you're from? That's fine, man. That's cool. That's cool. And you can be a critic all you want. I'm okay with that. Uber says, not that I'm just saying I'll see truckers fighting on fuel islands for just the person getting a drink. I've seen people looking in the shower while the fuel island. Okay. So basically what he's talking about.
You see a lot on Bonehead Truckers. Have you actually watched a real trucking channel? Just saying.
No, I've seen
Good
the
picking,
things that he's
actually. Good
talking about too. Now here's
Oh
the
yeah,
thing,
we all do.
okay?
We all do. Yeah.
Here's the thing. You got to understand how trucking used to be and how it is now and how it should be, okay? It's actually a variation of both. And this is my opinion. This isn't endorsed by anybody else. This is 100% me. But the way trucking used to be was you got fuel, you pulled forward, you went and got your fuel receipt, and then you left. And if you had to do anything else, you found a parking spot. And then you went in and you got your drink and you used the restroom. That's how it used to be. Now is people are taking half-hour breaks on a fuel island. People are going in and they're going to the bathroom, they're getting a drink, they're hanging out and talking while they're sitting on the fuel island. Okay, and that is frustrating because if you're the guy behind him that's running late on your load or in a hurry and you're waiting for this guy to finish his business, it's frustrating. So I think you need to be nice, but you also need to stand up for yourself and tell the guy, look, dude, I'm in a hurry. You need to get out of here. Like there's somewhere in the middle there. Okay. I don't have a problem if you go in and get a quick drink and you're back out in your truck in a minute or two. I have no problem with that. But if you make me wait, then I'm going to get frustrated with you. So, moral ethic based on religious faith or not? Yes. I'm heading. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to answer that. I'm heading out. See you, truckers, later. Hey, yeah, no problem, Parth. I appreciate you participating. Make sure you do subscribe to me, Trucking City Media, and Grumpy Truckers. We'd like to see you around again. All right. LOL. Grumpy looks a little constipated. He always looks that way. That's why he's grumpy.
Hence the nickname. Yeah.
Boss man
I look
has.
that way because I'm getting frustrated with a lot of them comments.
That is my son, not a girl. That is my 10-year-old son. Nah.
Boss
nah.
man has
Sorry,
a girl
that
over?
doesn't look like a girl. That's what his comment says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, boss man's getting no, 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 no. We're not doing that, Parth. Come on now.
No.
Boss man's a happily married man, and so am I, and so is grumpy old trucker. We would never do
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. So,
Yeah.
boss man is my brother. Oh, I didn't know you had a brother. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Um,
Brother from another
what's
mother.
the
I've heard of
company?
him
Wait,
before.
what's the company who can hire right away? Um, do your research. I'm not going to give you a company name because I don't want to steer somebody wrong, but each individual has a different idea of what they want out of trucking. Do your
Yeah.
research. Find the company that fits you the best. It might be a mega carrier. It might not be, but do what's best for you and your family. That's what I'll tell you. But make sure you do lots of research. Um,
Those
that's my
mega
advice.
carriers are usually the first place most people go because a lot of them are tiered such that they have insurance. They can afford to train you and they can afford the mistakes that come along with it. But as John says, research is key. Do your
Yep.
research. Make sure you do due diligence. I can't even say it. Yeah,
All right.
that'll help.
Timothy on Facebook says, as a younger trucker, even though I've been driving 11 years, I believe it is most definitely the younger gentlemen that make the industry go to the bathroom. Um, it's a lack of maturity. I won't put an age to it because I've seen people my
Yeah, I
age that
won't either.
act like that. But I agree with you. I've only been driving for 7 years. Okay, I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to teach. I
If
just
you
have
take
fun
age out of
online.
it, if you take age
I
out of it, it's not an age thing. It's just training.
It's a maturity. It's a
It is
maturity and
training,
training
training
level.
and training. Yep, yep.
Yep, yep, definitely. Um, Par says, "Oh, I thought Boss Man still had a young blood in him and pulled a." Nope, nope. Boss Man's an old dude. Um,
Trying to make sense out of it. I can't even. I couldn't understand it.
Vegetarianism is excellent, no question. Vegetarian is good for your health, environment, and the animals. Hey, man, more power to you, man. Actually, a
Yep.
good friend of mine that was in this live, Bait Trucking, he went vegan, man. I'm just saying, like maybe he said
Yep.
veganism. No, he said vegetarianism. I don't know, but yeah, to each their own. What you do, what you eat is up to you. What I eat is up to me. So kudos to you, man.
Mhm.
100%. So, Timothy, stop blaming the young men. You're raising them. Okay. Um.
Don't know
Well,
what that means.
here's the thing. No, no, he's replying back to Timothy. Um. I think the reason why he's saying that, Parth, don't take it personally. It's a maturity level. Okay. I'll give you a great example. And when I first started trucking, I was older. Okay. Like I said, I'm in my 50s. I started 7 or 8 years ago. You can do the math there. So I
Right.
started as an older driver. My maturity level was much higher. I wasn't trained well at all. I took the time to talk to older drivers, to watch videos, to engulf myself in trucking, to learn how to do my craft. And I still, every single day, do exactly that same thing to become better every single day. It's a maturity level. So it's not really an age thing. It's about,
Yeah.
do you take your craft seriously or is it just a job? If it's just a job, then you're part of the problem. And
Mhm.
parts, I don't think that's you, because your comments, what you're saying here is that you actually care about trucking and you want to know what's best for you and your family and what's good for trucking. And so I don't think you fit into that maturity level that is the bad side of trucking. I could be wrong. I don't know you, but just from your comments, that's what I'm reading into it. So, um, Bart says I eat extra meat to make up for the vegans or for the vegetarians. Hey, dude, like I said, to each their own. I eat meat, but whatever. Hey, guys, I appreciate everybody coming on. There's 207 people on here right now. Go subscribe to, that's trucking. Yeah, go subscribe to him too. To Pate Trucking, he's almost to his goal. Make sure you check out Trucking City Media. That's trucking and the Grumpy Old Trucker. I'm driving with John. Subscribe, like, follow, do all of those things on every social media for all of us guys. We'll see you on the next video, everybody. Remember, truckers are people too, and I can prove it because I'm a person. Have a good one.